any pet, fish, terrapin, pig, pig, just any pet in general. Just don't impulse buy for anyone.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the last episode of In a Nutshell, How to Choose a Pet for the First Time. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to welcome your new pet.
So for Hamster Society, once you adopt a hamster from us, what our fosters like to do is we do tend to provide some of the bedding for them so that they have a familiar sense with them once they get adopted into the new environment. Because again, it's a new environment, new sense, so something familiar to them will actually help them feel less stressed when they are coming into a new home. Actually, some fosters, what they do is they pack a Ziploc bag. You can even sprinkle at the top, even like sprinkle in with the new bedding. So what we like to tell adopters is to ensure that once you adopt the hamster back into the house, to leave the hamster by the enclosure, in the enclosure for maybe 1 or 2 days before you actually start interacting with the hamster. Really just leave the hamster for 1 or 2 days and then you can begin training, bonding with your hamsters and all.
So the first thing that I actually did when Ria first came in is just to carry this little kitten and put her straight into her potty. It is to let her know that, hey, before you venture anywhere else, this is your stop point, this is your potty. So I have friends who tell me that, oh, my cats cannot go on bed. When they go on bed, I get very upset. At that exact point when your cat is still very curious about the house, right, you should already say, if they go on the table, just tell them no tables allowed. And they actually do understand.
Another thing to take note of is don't impulse buy any single pet for a friend, even if it's a gift, even if your friend was saying like, oh, I'm considering getting a pet, don't do it because it's not fair for the pet. Because if your friend or whoever is not prepared, you are setting them up for failure.
Correct. And I don't think this is just about cats or hamsters, right? It's generically...
any pet, fish, terrapin, pig, pig. Just any pet in general, just don't impulse buy for anyone. If you want to get something, you just get like a stuffed toy. Sufficient is very sufficient, or a plant. If they really want a pet, they can do it themselves. Don't add on to them.
All in all, these are all the points that we have for you guys. I think what is most important is to have the heart to learn. The heart to want to nurture them, to want to provide the best of your abilities for them, and to want to be educated.
I think it's also important to understand that pet care is ever growing. It's constantly changing. It wasn't the same 5 years back, it wasn't the same 10 years back, and it's not going to be the same for the next 5 to 10 years.
Of course.
So having the heart to nurture, having the heart to learn is very important because as things change, we have to adapt for our pets.
Of course.
That's all for this last episode about how to welcome your new pet. I'm Shannon.
I'm Ernie.
And this is In a Nutshell, How to Choose Your Pet for the First Time.